Here's a look at this day in history. January 21st.
In 1924, Vladimir Lenin, the Bolshevik revolution leader who brought communist rule to Russia, died at the age of 54. On this day in 1954, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine was launched by the U.S. Navy. The Nautilus was also the largest, 97 meters long. In 2004, the record industry sued computer users it claimed were illegally distributing music over the internet. And on this day in 1977, President Jimmy Carter pardoned American draft debaters. Many young men who opposed the Vietnam War either did not register for the draft or fled to Canada. In order to put the war behind this and begin a cultural reconciliation, Carter made good in his campaign promise and granted an unconditional pardon. And that's this day in history.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana
and Lily
bringing your morning announcements
on WDMS News.
Today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2015, A-Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the DMS Pledge.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community.
Please be seated.
Today's math problem of the day is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his first sermon in the summer of 1947. How old was he at the time if he was born in 1929? Please let your math teacher know if you can solve this.
Now here's Nayla with today's weather.
It was 29 degrees this morning. The Baltimore area can expect 1 to 2 inches of snow today. However, it will only rain in the areas south of the Bay Bridge. The high will only reach 35 degrees. Here's the weather for the remainder of the week. Now back to Ariana and Lily.
Thanks, Nayla. Now the word of the day. The word of the day is inert. Inert means inactive, sluggish. Inert sounds like in dirt, and so in today's cartoon, the caption reads, "Worms are inert in the dirt during the winter." Once again, today's word of the day is inert.
Help DMS with money and prizes by donating broken writing utensils in the TerraCycle box in the cafeteria. You can donate pens, markers, Sharpies, and mechanical pencils.
I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but the following students should report to the library after morning announcements for map testing.
Just read the first name because it's on there.
Caleb Platter, Sierra Galloway, Chania Langley, Jonathan McCartney, Alexis McLaughlin, Samantha Mowbray, Jefferson Parada, and Grace Pignol.
Attention drama team. The entire cast needs to stay after school this Thursday for rehearsal.
This Friday, January 23rd, is middle school night at the boys' basketball game at Dundalk High. The JV team plays at 5:30 and the varsity plays at 7 p.m. versus Owings Mill. Any student from Dundalk Middle that attends the game will receive a free ticket when accompanied with the paying adults.
Now for a Quiz Bowl announcement. Attention students, do you want to travel other schools? Do you like showing off your impressive knowledge about random facts? Join Quiz Bowl. We need 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to help us defeat schools like Golden Ring, Stricker, and Hollyburg. Practices are on Thursdays from 3 to 4 in room 108. See Miss Blue for more questions.
The library will be closed today between noon and 1 p.m. due to a Quiz Bowl match being held there.
Now for the words of wisdom. Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana with a few words of wisdom. Have you heard story, The Lion and the Mouse? Sorry if I can't. Aesop's story, The Lion and the Mouse. It goes something like this. As the lion lies sleeping in the sunshine, the little mouse runs across his paw and wakes him up. The lion is going to eat him up. When the little mouse cries, "Oh, please, let me go. Someday I might help you." The big lion thinks that that's an amusing idea and decides to set the mouse free. Not long after, the lion finds himself caught in a net, and the little mouse gnaws through the rope and sets the lion free. So what's the moral of this story? Whether we are big or small, mighty or meek, we all have within us the power to be kind. In the words of Sophocles, Kindness begets kindness. Today, be a mighty individual. Be kind to others. It can make a big difference in their lives and maybe your own. What's something to think about? This is Ariana. Make it a great day, not the choice. In case you missed it last night, two Dundalk teams went head-to-head on the basketball court. The boys were first into battle with General John Stricker Middle School. The Owls faced a fast start as Stricker showed its strength to land three-point shots right away. Dundalk was able to keep pace with the Generals as they showed a solid presence underneath the hoop, winning more rebounds. Going into halftime, the Owls faced an 8-point deficit, which lit a fire under them as Dundalk showed up to make its statement in the third quarter. The Owls were able to outscore the Generals by 3 points in the third quarter and match them point for point in the fourth quarter, allowing the Owls. Although the Owls weren't able to make up the difference from the first half, they did shine with the following highlights. Taekwon led the team in scoring 10 points and 3 steals, followed closely by Michael with 9 points and 9 rebounds. Alex added a pair of 3-pointers, and Rayante was able to sink 2 baskets as the leading rebounder with 13 rebounds.
As the girls stepped onto the court, it was quickly evident that these two teams were extremely similar and well matched. The Generals were off to a good start with a pair of baskets and foul shots. The Owls were challenged to pick up the pace of the game with a few fast breaks that tested the defense. After the girls regrouped during halftime, they were able to come out in the third quarter with a new attitude. They were here to go to battle and fought for every point they scored. The Lady Owls outscored the Generals 8-2 points in the third quarter, which is the best quarter they have played this season. Although the Lady Owls fought at the end of the game and pushed the pace, they weren't able to catch up with the Generals at the end of the game. Highlights include Highlights include from the leading scorer Chanel with 4 points and 2 steals, leading to a fast break. Amina followed close behind the basket with foul shots, adding 3 points for the Lady Owls, 3 rebounds, and a pair of fast breaks and a steal. Elizabeth scored the first basket of the game and had a foul shot, giving 3 points and 2 steals, and a fast break, while Kiala also had a free throw shot for 3 rebounds. Vera had a rebound, Nakir had a steal, and Lovely had a steal followed by a fast break down the court. The Lady Owls played a great game. Next Tuesday, the Owls will step back on the court again as they travel to Golden Ring Middle, with the girls playing first at 4 and the boys playing at 5.
Now here's Mr. Wagner. Sorry.
Good morning, DMS. I'm glad we're back and better than ever this Wednesday. Just one reminder, which kind of seems to be repetitive on my end. Students, it's not too much to ask, and I know if we're SR Square, we're safe, respectful, and responsible, but we're really missing out on that respectful behavior, and it's as simple as saying good morning to a teacher who says good morning to you or another adult, another student, and exchanging pleasantries and interacting. We have a lot of students that walk through these halls, and when they're interacted with the teacher, they kind of ignore that teacher as if they're not even there, whether they're being redirected or greeted. So students, let's work on our respectful behavior to improve the overall environment in the building. Thank you.
Thanks. This is Louie.
And Ariana.
Have a wonderful Wednesday. Oh.
I apologize.